Hello and welcome to Slime Square Reviews with the Southland Ghostbusters. In this video, we'll be taking an exclusive first look at the brand new Target exclusive Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ninja Ghostbusters from Playmates Toys. Let's go ahead and dive in with the first look at the packaging. As you can see, the turtles are displayed nicely in a windowed box with awesome artwork and title, which makes these perfect for displaying if you're a Mutant box collector. Each turtle is sculpted in the likenesses of the Ghostbusters actor in which they are portraying. First we have Leonardo as Raymond Stantz, Michelangelo as Peter Venkman, Raphael as Winston Zeddemore, and last but not least, Donatello doing his best Egon Spengler impersonation. Taking a look at the back box art, we see that the four turtles are fully strapped and are taking care of business. We have the titles at top and a description which reads, "The turtles are gearing up for some ghostbusting action. Join the half-shell heroes as they suit up as the iconic 1984 Ghostbusters, set up shop with a unique ghost removal business, and rid New York City of spooky spirits." As you can see, they're making short work with Slimer catching them in the ghost trap. Next, let's take a look at the side art of the packaging. We can see the turtles here in their normal likenesses. While there is a No Ghost logo below, it's a little disappointing that the artwork doesn't have them dressed as the Ghostbusters. On the other side, we see the window folded over, briefly exposing the figures to a generic display and a No Ghost logo. On the bottom we have the barcode and the manufacturer's information. If you're a Ghostbusters figure collector, then you should be familiar with the Diamond Select Ghostbusters Select figure line. Here we have a Slime Peter Venkman, and this is not the normal retail Toys R Us release, but rather a collector's packaging that comes with the Collect and Connect diorama piece. If you own or have seen these, then you know how rather large they are. Comparing the turtles to them, you can tell that they aren't in the normal TMNT scale. Looking at the sides, the packaging for the TMNT is slimmer, but a little taller. Now let's go ahead and get these guys open and removed from their plastic prisons. For all you kiddies out there, please have a parent open these figures up for you. Never play with knives. They should only be used by a trained professional. Now, once that you have these figures opened up, go ahead and get a big whiff. Yeah, that's the stuff. They are packaged pretty well, being tied onto the blister. It's going to take just a few more moments to get these open, so don't lose your sanity. It's going to take a while getting to all four turtles, but we're almost there. And here they are, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ninja Ghostbusters. Now let's get a closer look at each figure suited up in the 1984 flight suits. Leonardo has ecto-goggles molded onto his head. He features his blue bandana that carries into the elbow pads. He has a signature pistol belt each Ghostbuster wears, tucked in boots, as well as the chemical gloves. Take a look at his bandana. Now let's go ahead and get a look at the sides of Leo. Now take a look at that wonderful No Ghost logo. It's actually painted on there pretty well. And on his name badge, you can see that his name is actually Leo. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Raph. He's got that wonderful mustache, the Ernie Hudson likeness. On the back, we can tell that his bandana is a little different. It also carries onto his elbow pads. He has also tucked in boots, chemical gloves, pistol belt. That side profile that we have here, you can see the No Ghost logo. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at that there. You can see that one's also painted pretty well. And looking at his name badge, you have an abbreviation of his name is just Raph. Next we have Mikey doing his best Bill Murray impersonation. He has the same features as the other two turtles. His bandana color carries on. He also has a different bandana sculpt on the back. Looks like he shares some of the same parts as the others. He has tucked in boots, unfortunately. Would have been nice had them untucked. There's a side profile there. Let's get a closer look at that No Ghost logo here. It's painted on there just as good. His name badge is Mike. Lastly, we move on to Donatello with that wonderful Harold Ramis likeness. We can see that the features are just about the same as the other three turtles we've looked at so far, minus his likeness of his head sculpt. He has a different bandana. Also, the paint scheme carries onto his elbow pads. And he has glasses actually molded onto his face. Take a look at that lovely spangy pompadour. Taking a look at the No Ghost logo closer up. And he simply has Dawn on his name badge. Now let's get all 4 turtles together and take a look at the backs. They share the exact same pieces on the back, minus the different sculpts in the bandanas. We see that Raph and Donnie have 2, Leo has 1, and Mikey has 2. Next we move on to articulation. Let's go ahead and start with the head. Moving it back and forth, let's go ahead and give it a turnaround. Let's do some up and down movement. There's very little articulation in there. Took off Donnie's head here. Happens to just be on a ball joint. It's a little harder to get it back on. Let's move his arms up and down and around. We can tell that he has a swivel in the shoulder and in the elbow. Also in the wrists. He has no swivel in the shell. He has movement at his hips and his knee only. So very little articulation in these guys. Now let's take a look at the Proton Pack accessories. They are sculpted in the likeness of the ones you see in the 1984 movie. Let's go ahead and turn the pack around so you can get a better look at it. Here are the straps. They are molded in a soft, stretchable plastic. Now let's take a look at the thrower on the pack. It simply detaches from the clip. It's molded in a great likeness of the thrower from the actual pack from the movie. Check out these awesome streams. The outer beams are done in a soft plastic while the inner beam is done in a more hard plastic. Found at the base, you can rotate this wheel to simulate a moving particle stream. When you are done, you can simply reattach the thrower to the pack via the clip. In our honest opinion, this is a very well done accessory. Just take a look. Even the cord going from the thrower to the pack is done very well. It's in a soft, movable plastic. The hose isn't brittle or hard, so you can rest knowing that it isn't easily going to break. The connections at each end being very well done. And the length is actually pretty long, so you can get a lot of action out of the thrower. Lastly, the particle beams are done in the same color as each turtle's bandana. Pretty cool. Now, it's time to put a pack on one of the turtles. Egon here is going to be our model. And we should be done in just a second here. Well, that doesn't seem to be right. Let's try something different. Alright, let's move this over. Maybe this will work. How do you get these things on? It's going to take a little while to figure out how to get the packs on. If you move the arms in opposite directions, it's a little bit easier to get the straps around the shoulder. It took a little while to figure out how to get the Proton Pack onto the figure, but we finally done it, and here you are. Now let's try to go ahead and get Donnie to hold the thrower. Alright, let's get it right in there. So, whoops. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. And let's see here. No. Why is this not going in? Oh my gosh, why is this taking so long? Oh, why is this? It's not even, it won't even fit. Oh my god, this is impossible. How is this? How is he supposed to hold the thrower? This is, oh my goodness. So finally, as you can see, Donnie does hold the thrower. But it does take some patience and a lot of hard work. You might want to put his hand in some hot water to loosen up the plastic, but otherwise it's a little difficult to do. We couldn't even get his other hand to grip the front part of the thrower. Although once you finally do get the thrower in the figure's hands, he looks pretty cool when you're doing an action pose. Take a look at these other cool accessories, the Ghost Trap and the PKE meter. Each figure comes with one of each. Next, let's take a look at the pack and ghosts that come individually with each figure. Donatello comes with the Terror Dog. It's a shallow piece of molded and detailed translucent plastic with minimal paint on the eyes. The details on these ghosts are great. They do a very good job of resembling each likeness. Leonardo then comes packed in with the Librarian Ghost. Turning it around, we can also see it's a shallow piece of plastic. However, it does stand very well. Raphael comes with the ghost himself, Slimer. He is also a shallow piece of plastic, translucent. And Mikey comes with the Subway Ghost. Here they all are with all of their accessories and their pack-in ghosts. Take a look at them. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ninja Ghostbusters from Playmates Toys. Now before we conclude this video, we want to take a look at scale. Donnie is a little bit over 6 inches, Mikey is just at about 6 inches, Raph is just under 6 inches, and Leonardo is about almost close to 7 inches. Finally, let's compare the new Ninja Ghostbusters to some vintage and more modern Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters action figure lines. Here we see Egon Donnie next to the more recent Playmates Classics collection, Leonardo. They stand around the same height. Next to him is the SH Figuarts Michelangelo and a vintage Raphael. A retro action Egon, a Diamond Select Ray with the Ninja Ghostbusters Raphael, with a Matty Collector Winston and a vintage Kenner Bankman. Overall, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters action figure collector, these are going to look awesome displayed in your collection. If you're looking to pick these up for the kiddos instead, they are going to have hours of endless fun with these wonderful vintage mashups. We here at the Southline Ghostbusters give these figures a 9.95. Here are the barcodes if you're trying to track them down in Target stores. Currently, they have sold out online. They retail for $19.99 each and appear to be planogrammed with the WWE mashup figures that came out earlier this year. We wish you guys luck on tracking these down for you or your kiddos. In conclusion, here are a few pros and cons of these figures. Each turtle shares the same body sculpt minus a few paint applications. While this is expected, it could have been nice to see some differences besides what we see in the head sculpts. The articulation on these is typical for what you would normally see in a TMNT toy. However, since it's a larger scale figure, you kinda wish the extra articulation was there for some better action poses. The likenesses on these are awesome. They did a really great job in maintaining the look of the turtles while also capturing the details of the Ghostbusters actors' likenesses. The equipment accessories are great. They do an excellent job of transferring the details of the actual props into the toys. The pack-in ghosts are a little disappointing to be a hollowed piece of plastic. It would have been nice to have a more solid package. However, Playmates overall did a fantastic job in the sculpts of these ghosts. If you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, a Ghostbusters fan, or possibly even both, then these are probably going to be an instant buy if you're an action figure collector. More importantly, the younger fans of the Nickelodeon Turtles series are probably going to absolutely love these. We would like to thank Playmates Toys for sending us a set of these for review. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.